What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. As you probably gathered from the title and the thumbnail and the intro of this video, today for a very easy, very simple Halloween tutorial, we are transforming into Daria. It's pretty common to do a Daria costume for Halloween, but I kind of wanted to put my own spin on it. I kind of wanted it to be more true to the actual look of a cartoon rather than doing it in a sense where it's almost like Daria if she was a normal human. Either way, it is super duper duper simple. Even though it's simple, fun fact, I already filmed this once and didn't like one of the elements that I added to it and then scrapped the whole thing, and here I am filming it again. But I made the mistake first, so you don't have to. Before we get started, please don't forget to leave a like on this video if you don't mind taking a second to do that, because I would super appreciate it and it really helps me out. And also, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future videos, because I will love to have you around for each and every one of them forever until the end of time. So to start this look, first we need to make the glasses and essentially also make Daria's eyes. So let us take a little hop out of the studio for a second and go into my dining room where I crafted the Daria glasses and eyeballs. Hi, welcome to my dining room. We need to make Daria's glasses, and this might be a little bit of a weird angle, and I'm definitely hunched over trying to talk to you guys, but it's not important for you to see my face right now. It's important for you to see my crafts. Okay, so the supplies that you're going to need to make Daria's glasses, or essentially Daria's eyeballs actually, and her glasses. We have a pair of round glasses here. I found these on Amazon. They were $8.99. I've also got a black gel pen, a mechanical pencil, big ass pad of construction paper, and I went through this and made sure that there were some skin tone type shades in here. There are actually quite a variety of skin tone shades in here. And I also broke out my high school art supply pencil case so that we can use my X-Acto knife, and it should still have a number 11 blade in it if I'm not mistaken. You can definitely do this with scissors if you need to, if you don't have an X-Acto knife. You could probably also just do this with a box cutter or something along those lines if that's the easiest for you, but this is the easiest way to do this, I think. The other thing that I should probably mention before we get started is that you definitely should not be crafting directly on your marble dining room table. I'm going to anyway, but you shouldn't. You shouldn't do it at all. Alright, so I was gonna choose one of these peachy skin tone type shades. This is a little bit more peach than my actual skin, but I think it's the closest that we're gonna get as far as construction paper is concerned. I'm just gonna place it on top of the glasses and make a rough approximation of where the inside rim of those glasses lies, and then cut that circle out after we remove it. And honestly, when in doubt with this, go bigger rather than smaller, because you could always take more off if you need to, but once you cut it, it's gone. It's gone forever. We're gonna place it so that it sits literally inside the rim of the pair of glasses. So where the actual lens is inserted in the frame, we're gonna kind of push it in to fit it into that. I actually went and grabbed my laptop because I'm going to, oh my god, there's a whole ass bush in my screen. I'm actually gonna just pull up some reference photos of Daria so I get her eye shape correct as much as possible. So it looks to me, her eyes are basically a line with a little dip underneath, which is excellent because the little dip is what we're gonna cut out, and that's what we're gonna see through. They also seem to sit pretty much in the exact center of her glasses, so we'll use the bridge of the nose as a reference to where we're going to draw that on. I'm gonna do it at first with a pencil, make sure that I got it in the right spot, and then we'll start drawing things on with markers and cutting them out. Okay, and I think Daria's glasses are done. Now we need to make the rest of our face look flat and cartoonish, just like these eyes. The way the animation is done on the show is very, very flat. There's not a lot of dimension, there's not a lot of contour, there's not really any shading in the characters at all. It's literally just flat planes with black lines. And as far as the skin is concerned, basically I just want my skin to look matte and I want it to look flat. I already put my foundation on and I'm going to conceal underneath my eyes with my normal concealer. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the color Vanilla. I'm just going to dot it on. And basically what I'm going to do is just take my concealer now and blend that out and actually blend it up the sides of my nose, because we're going to be drawing like a little cartoon nose line on, but the shape of my actual nose interrupts that a little bit. We can't get rid of that because obviously it's on my face and I'm not gonna chop my nose off for a tutorial. But what we can do is bring the color of a slightly lighter concealer up the sides of the nose. And what that does is kind of make the sides of the nose less distinguishable from the face that is next to them. And it makes it look more flat in general. Definitely really difficult for me not to sit here and contour myself or highlight myself, but we're not trying to look particularly snatched today. We're trying to look like a specific character. Just gotta roll with it. So because of the glasses, you're not gonna really see your eyes, but I'm thinking, after having worn the glasses quite a bit, that if you wear this to a party or something along those lines, it might get a little annoying that you don't have a full field of vision after a while. And it would be very easy to just pop the paper out of the glasses and wear the glasses on their own. So what I'm gonna do is what I think is the most appropriate eye look underneath the glasses, in case you feel like you wanna pop the lenses out and not have the big cartoon piece of paper making fake eyes for you. So that way it kind of still looks like the costume, it still looks appropriate, but you have options. So essentially what I'm doing is a very simple winged liner. I'm not putting any shadow, any shading on the lid because her lids are very, very plain. What I'm going to do is kind of a straight version instead of a lifted winged liner, just a straight out winged liner, because that kind of mimics behind the glasses that line of an eye with just your pupil underneath, and we'll do a very blank underneath portion of the eye, and that will be our replacement for the paper in the glasses if you do feel like taking it out later in the night. So I'm just gonna do that with the Kat Von D Dagger liner. See, that's like straighter than I would normally do it, but not like too straight. So we still want it to be like a little bit flattering. To make sure that line is nice and solid, I'm just going to go through my tight line on the top with the Urban Decay Perversion liner pencil. For the waterline, I want to pick something specifically very close to my skin tone instead of something that's brightening, like something that's literally my skin color. Whatever your skin color is, you can pick something that matches that. The one that gets the job done is Walk of Shame from Urban Decay. And as far as the lashes are concerned, I am not going to put any mascara on the lower lashes as much as it hurts my soul. And I'm going to not curl my upper lashes, which also hurts my soul. But the thing is that her eyes are not like made up looking. They're not lifted. They look very all the time. So I don't want to add like cute prettiness to that if we're trying to mimic the look of a certain drawn characteristic of a cartoon. So I'm just gonna put regular black mascara on my top lashes, even though they're not curled, just to make them blend with the line that we created, and no mascara on the bottom, so much as it kills me. So from face on, Daria's nose is essentially just a little kind of a V-shaped black line. So I'm gonna draw a V-shaped little black line on the tip of my nose to mimic that. I'm gonna use the NYX Epic Ink Liner pen to do that, and the reason I chose this one is because I find that the Epic Ink Liner pen, out of all like the brush tip black eyeliners, it releases the most product the most quickly, which is a pain in the ass sometimes when you're doing your liner, but when you're doing something like this that's a little bit thicker and bigger, it works. And I'm just gonna try to mimic the shape of her nose. For the lips, she kind of always has an almost completely nude lip. In some frames of the show, you can see though that it's a little bit more peachy pink and a little bit darker than her skin tone. So I'm going to choose a color that is a little bit peachier and a little bit darker than my skin tone, but still pretty nude. One of my favorites to do that type of a look right now is Unbutton from Fenty Beauty. I did a review and wear test on these recently. If you have not seen that and you would like to, you can click right up here to go watch that. And I'm just gonna apply this to my whole lip. So the lines that make Daria's lips are kind of the only thing on her face that has any dimension, and it's really only dimension in the sense that the outer edges of the lips where it would be a little bit more recessed, the lines are thicker, which makes them a little darker. So that is how we are going to trace the outline of my lips. I'm using the same NYX liner pen, and I'm just gonna trace along the edge of where I apply that lipstick. I'm gonna try not to overdraw them at all because her lips are not specifically very full. They're kind of on the petite side. Now that the features of her face are where we need them to be, I am going to apply my Daria wig. I felt like it was imperative to get like a specific sort of a length of a wig with the proper side bangs to make it look most like her. And when I posted it on my Instagram stories and asked you guys if you could guess who I was going to be for Halloween, a couple of you actually guessed just from the wig that it was Daria. So I think I nailed it on the Daria wig. That will also be linked down below. It wasn't expensive either, which is also nice because wigs can get really pricey, and if you're just wearing them for a costume, nobody wants that. Nobody wants to pay that much money. Trust me when I tell you that I am no expert at wearing wigs. I don't wear them on a regular basis. I would actually like to experiment with them a little bit more. I'm specifically really interested in buying Mikey's new Bellamy wigs because first of all, I love her and I want to support her collab, and second of all, they're just so cute. So it's kind of nice that I'm trying it out today to see if I can nail it. But basically what I'm going to do is I have a ton of hair. I don't know if you guys noticed that. You can tell from the angles and videos, but like it's a lot. So I'm gonna braid it down as comfortably and loosely as I can, and then just kind of wind it back on top of my head and pin it, and then put the wig cap on. Oh God, that's a fat braid. This is gonna be really hard. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's good enough to get it under the wig cap. Wow, I've never looked this good. Right, we're making progress, we're getting there. Now I'm already wearing my mustard shirt. Now we just need to throw on the green blazer. I also bought one on Amazon. It's ill-fitting and a little too small and generally not very nice, but it's definitely a Daria blazer. And now, my friends, we just need to apply our crafty glasses and this look is complete. So that's it for our Daria tutorial. I know it's like super simple as far as the makeup is concerned, but I feel like just doing it this way is very effective as far as giving that cartoon look, I'm actually Daria effect. I did also buy a black skirt to go along with this, and I wore it with some combat boots, but the black skirt, I don't think that it fit like Daria's skirt, and it kind of threw the whole outfit off. So I won't link that below, but any like black sort of pleated schoolgirl skirt will go. And combat boots, pretty easy to come by. Most of us probably have some sitting in our closet, I assume, or any kind of black, tough looking boot will do just fine. Like I said in the beginning, everything that I used for this tutorial, like down to the last details, will be listed in the description bar down below. So if you do want to recreate it, it'll be super duper simple. Please don't forget to like this video if you did enjoy it, because it really helps me out and I super appreciate it. And also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because I would love to have you stick around for more videos. I think I should have at least one more Halloween costume tutorial coming out before the end of the month, and all of my normal, regularly scheduled content as well. So please stick around. And also, if you feel like you want to keep up with me between videos, I am at Miss Quinface on pretty much all social media, so you can go and find me. Specifically, you should probably find me on Instagram. That is where I post all of the close-ups, the HDs of my makeup looks. I post my more creative stuff over there, my lip art, and we do a whole lot of behind the scenes on Instagram stories, and I would just love to have you be part of our little crew over there. You know, surprisingly, I can actually see pretty decently well out of these glasses after cutting out that little hole. So I think the placement's actually pretty good. I can function like this. If I was at a party, couple drinks, I wouldn't even care anymore. That's all for now. Thank you for hanging out for this quick Halloween tutorial, and I will see you in the next one.